Okay, P1, so we're going to start from the beginning of our story again, just to recap on what we have read so far. So remember, this is our front cover, and the story is called What We'll Build. Okay, and at the beginning we didn't know what they were going to build, and as the story went on, we started to get a few ideas, and today we might find out some more of what they build, okay? So, what shall we build, you and I? Let's gather our tools for a start. For putting together and taking apart. Let's build a door where there was none. We'll build a house to be a home. I'll build your future and you'll build mine. We'll build a watch to keep our time. We did lots of lovely activities around this one. We'll build some love to set aside and build a hole where we can hide. So remember, we were thinking about when we are having lots of fun and building love with our loved ones, that we build a little extra for those days when we maybe don't feel so ourselves. So here we are at the new part of our story. So we're going to read a couple of pages and then have a little discussion. So here they are. Can you see the characters? How do you think they feel there? The little girl seems to be quite cross, doesn't she? Or upset about something. So let's read what it says. A fortress to keep our enemies out. A fortress to keep our enemies out. And higher walls for when they shout. Okay, so think about that. She looked like she was quite cross, quite upset, maybe a bit annoyed about something. What do you think she was annoyed about? Maybe the enemies on the other side, maybe they were shouting things that weren't very nice. And that has upset her. And maybe, do you think she's shouting back? Yeah. What do you think an enemy is? Can you tell me what you think an enemy is? Maybe an enemy is somebody who hasn't been very nice to you, hasn't said nice things to you. Just like these enemies of the little girl are shouting and seem to be saying not very nice things. They seem to be her enemies, and she is shouting back. Now, let me ask you a little question. If somebody is shouting nasty things and not being very nice to you, do you do what this little girl does and shout back and get cross yourself? Is that a really good thing to do? No, it's not really. It's not really the best thing to do. And here, he is holding her back when she is getting quite cross. So they want to build a fortress to keep the enemies out. Wait a second. We'll build a table to drink our tea and say, I'm sorry, me too, me three. So, here we have got the little girl, and how does she feel in this one? So before, and here we have them sat around the table, and the little girl has to say she's sorry, she's saying, I'm sorry. And then the enemies are saying, me too, me three. So they are all saying they're sorry because they've all done something that wasn't maybe very nice. They've all said something that maybe they regret and wasn't very, very kind to the other person. So when maybe some people aren't being very nice, what we can do is look who is with the little girl. It's the man, who could be her dad. We're not entirely sure, but it could be her dad. And he seems to have his arm around her, and it's important that we have special friends, just like the man or the girl's dad. But it could be a friend, it could be somebody from school, it could be somebody that is a friend from outside school, it could be somebody in your family. Friends that we can go to when maybe people aren't being very nice, and they can help us feel better. And you can tell somebody who can make you all sit down just like this, have a nice cup of tea and apologise and talk it out and make things better. Okay, so that is a really good part of this. And look, they've taken down the walls now to say they're sorry to each other. Okay, so next page we have, we'll build a tower to watch the sky. Oh look, that tower must be really, really tall if you can see all the way up into space. And other worlds that pass us by. So to look at the sky and other worlds, so other planets and stars. Let's build a tunnel to anywhere. So when you go into this tunnel, you could come out and you could be anywhere. So look, they've gone into the tunnel and they've come out and they're on the moon. Let's build a road up to the moon. Okay, if you could go into a tunnel that could take you anywhere, where would you like it to come out? Would you like it to come out at the beach? Would you like it to come out in another country, maybe in Spain or Portugal, somewhere warm? Or would you like it to come out maybe somewhere really cool, maybe like the Arctic or Antarctica? Where would you like your tunnel to come out? That maybe would be quite difficult to build because they're like a tunnel to anywhere. I'm not sure that we could build a tunnel to anywhere. We have got tunnels, but the tunnels don't go everywhere. And let's build a road to the moon. We have got roads, we've got lots of roads, but none that go to the moon. Let's build a comfy place to rest, for we'll be tired soon. They're going to be tired because they have been building lots and lots and lots of things, haven't they? Goodness, and very long things and very tall things, something. And a comfy place to rest. That looks like they're on the moon, doesn't it? So that was the word to rest. Let's build a boat that can't be broken, that will not sink or be cracked open. Okay, so the last few pictures, they've all been built on the moon and build a boat that can't be broken. So we do have boats, but they do sometimes break, don't they? And will not sink. Some boats do sometimes sink every now and again, very rarely, but they do. Or be cracked open. Okay, so they are thinking about improving things that maybe already exist. So the roads, we have roads, but they want to build a better road that gets to the moon. We have tunnels, but they want to build a better tunnel that gets them to anywhere they want to go. And they build a boat that cannot be broken. Okay, so we have boats, but they sometimes do break. That just happens to everything. Lots of things can break. So what I want you to do today is they're being very inventive. So they're trying to make something better, make something new. Okay, and what I want you guys to do today is be little inventors. So on the next slide, you're going to see a link. You're going to click the link and do make the activity. So it's making a game using a ball and a stick. Okay, and I want you to be creative and I want you to invent a new game. Just like they are inventing new things, I want you to invent something new and see if you can make it better and better.